again. Welcome to today's attempt of our Fusele puzzle. This is Wordle, but the rules change on every row. So for example, on the top row, my guess can be a word of any length with its vowels removed. So I'm going to take this opportunity to go for a bunch of common consonants. We'll try monster. Of course, with its vowels removed, that becomes a 5-letter word. So let's test 5 of the most common consonants. What? Wow. I was not expecting there to be none of those. Those are 4 of the N-S-T-R, the letters you start with in Hangman and Wheel of Fortune, aren't they? But none of them are useful today. Wow, okay. 1 tile in the row is a lie, so that doesn't matter until after we've had our guess. We'll go for cloud. I'm kind of hoping for 1 yellow and 4 greys. So that's why I'm using the slightly less common vowels. Because if we get 1 yellow and 4 greys, I'll just assume that the yellow is the one that's lying, and then I'll just ignore these 5 letters. But I doubt it will turn out that way. Oh, it does! Okay, so I'm assuming for now that the D is the liar, and we've got none of those letters, so we can just focus on other letters. Yellow and green tiles are ambiguous. Okay, again, doesn't matter until after we've had the guess. What are we going to guess, though? That's the thing. The fact that the CLOUD are not greyed out makes it a lot more difficult to visualise, annoyingly. What do we want to do? We've really got horrible consonants left. We've ruled out so many of the better ones. I was going to try baked, but of course we've just ruled out the D, unless my other assumptions are wrong, which is always possible. Let's just try wifey. Horrible word, but it does try 5 new letters, which is what we want. What? Okay, yellow and green tiles are ambiguous, but if they're all grey, then I assume that just means none of them are in the word. Okay. So there are 1 to 3 tiles with dashed borders that must contain vowels. So we've got to put vowels here and here. I think I'm going to have to assume that my assumption up here was wrong, and actually we do have a D, and we've got probably an O or a U. So let's use the O and the A in these 2 positions, perhaps. Cloak would work, but I don't really want to use the CL and O again, because we know we've only got at most one of those. What else? What? I mean, it's tempting to just go for cloud again, isn't it? I was not expecting to be in this position. What else can we do with the consonants we've got left? That's the problem. This feels like a waste of a guess, but we will try cloak. Right, okay, so we do have an O in the word. So there's definitely an O and there's definitely a D. Because the O is clearly the liar. So we've got O, A, K and D. Those are not 4 letters that obviously go together. Right, orange hints mean that the letter is within 3 of your guess in the alphabet. Ah, okay. So it's going to have to be vodka, isn't it? Because what else can we do with D-O-A-K? It is vodka. Wow, that was a tricky one. I almost felt drunk halfway through. That is a successful Fusele though. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.